All right, folks, having some problems with the connection today. Um, I make a video, it disconnects on me halfway through. I'm not sure how to solve that, so I'm making another video. I just wanted to come on today, provide you with some typical details, some details of typical meditation sessions that I've been having recently with the Innapeace meditation tracks from Brainwave Research Institute.com's program. And basically, I'll just jump right into this before I get disconnected again. And thought it would be relevant to share kind of what a typical session is like for me and what it's been like. So during recent meditations, firstly, what happens is when I start the track, I focus in on my breathing, in and out, into the belly, back out. That's my first focus of attention. That, along with listening to the sound wave frequencies that are involved with the track. I do have some notes here, so I'll be kind of referring back and forth to the notes as I talk. So I don't want to have this scripted, but I don't want to also leave out details that might be, quite relevant to some of you out there that you might want to hear. So yeah, the first thing I notice, I put the headphones on, I start the track, I focus in on my breathing, and while listening to the sound wave frequencies that are on the track. And during this, I notice what naturally happens is I start letting go and losing the focus on the breath, and I become more and more immersed in the sound wave frequencies that I'm hearing through the tracks. So once that starts to happen, I start to feel more and more integrated into those sound wave frequencies, and what they consist basically of is nature sounds, rain, water, wind chimes, and some other things that you'll notice in the tracks. I start to become immersed in those. Shortly thereafter, I really become fully integrated into those sounds as if being an encompassing part of them. And the physical body kind of falls away, and instead um, I find myself not confined by a body. I find myself in an expansive state of awareness, if you will, an integrated part of what I'm hearing. Um, if that makes any sense, the physical body falls away, and I become myself itself becomes this expansive, super expansive state of awareness that's fully integrated to what I'm hearing through the track. Excuse me. Um, so when I refer to myself as a state, I guess that's kind of what I mean without a body. No physical being whatsoever, just just an expansive state of awareness is what I become during these meditation tracks and during my levels, the deep levels of meditation that I'm able to get into. When this happens, what I've noticed is a profound sense of knowing and understanding, um, an inherent comfort and at homeness, if you will, with all that is. I'm not yet been able to fully identify with what it is that is known inherently in this state, or what it is that is inherently understood in this state. The best way I think I can describe it is just an at-homeness, a realization, remembering, getting back in touch with the true nature of myself as a being or a state, um, at the base level of what I am, as far as me, the real me, not the physical embodiment of what you see as a person walking around, but on a super consciousness level, or a state of awareness level, spirit, soul level. If that might be a better description. So let's see. So as a living physical entity, I think that the physical embodiment that we carry around, guide around as a vehicle, uh, and the things that we do from day to day are simply much smaller in the grand scope of reality than what we might realize. It's a very relaxing, comfortable state. It becomes clear during these states of meditation and during these sessions. um, that the turmoil that we experience in our daily lives, the tragedies, the negative experiences, all the bad stuff, as well as the good things as well. I mean, even the good and happy times, the positive things in life, all this, when viewed, basically everything that we know of that happens in our lives, the things that we've experienced, good and bad, um, from this state of awareness or from this state of being within these meditations, everything becomes so much smaller on scale. Everything becomes so much more manageable, so much so much easier. It's so much easier to view these things objectively, um, more or less. And I know this sounds strange, but it's blips on the screen on a continuum that is way way farther expansive than what we know of as reality of our lifetimes. Um, in this state of awareness that I'm consistently getting into these days, um, it, it, the state itself, the state of awareness that is the true me, my true being, it seems and feels absolutely timeless. So this means that my lifetime that I had previously accepted as my whole entire reality, my lifetime becomes something of this size instead of what I considered to be of this size prior to being able to achieve these states. So now, with my entire lifetime appearing this size, I can see from above, if you will, or from the outside looking in, all the little details that have affected me so greatly over the course of time in my life, and just how small they are, and how temporary they've been uh, in the grand continuum, in the grand scheme of the cosmos, which is where we all exist. And being able to do that is having a very profound effect. It's making everything just seem so much more manageable for me. And I think you'll find the same thing. Or there again, everybody's experiences, from what I understand, are different with meditation and whatnot. So just to kind of in an effort to keep this kind of short today, um, a few questions have come up during these sessions for me that I thought I would pose to you to see if we could get some dialogue going, and to hear your input, and maybe get a conversation going about what your thoughts are on these questions. So, what are we? When you think about what we are, I mean, of course we're humans, of course we're people, of course we do this, that, and the other. These are the activities that make up our lives, blah blah blah. But when you get to the base level of what are we? Okay, so are we awareness? Are we consciousness? Are we states of intelligence? And out of those three, which had to come first? Are they intertwined? How are they connected? What is the nature in which they're connected? Did consciousness form first, leading to awareness? Did awareness form first, leading to consciousness? How do you think? How do you think all this came to be? And what are your thoughts on this? I guess is what I'm just getting at. So this is exactly the sense I've been realizing, and the states that I've been getting into, the thought processes that have been forming since I've been doing these meditation sessions, and this is kind of the direction that it's taken me in, and your direction, your realizations, inputs, insights, revelations, realizations could be completely different. But if there are people out there that have the same kinds of thought processes and feelings and understandings, insights, or intuitions during your meditation practice, please do let me know. I'd love to talk more about it. So that's basically what I wanted to come on here and do today. I know it's only been a couple of days since my first review, but I keep a notebook um, next to me while I do my meditations, and I thought it would be relevant after putting a review on about a program to come on and kind of describe what a typical session has been looking like for me, and what those have been like. So any comments, questions, inputs, etc., just put them down below, and let's talk about it. So before I leave, I wanted to point out my award-winning shirt here. It's DADD, Dads Against Daughters Dating. If you'd like to contribute to that cause, team up. Let's do it. Further that cause. So you guys have a good one. Until next time, have fun with it.